was a family member looking, maybe I have a loved one that's struggling with addiction of any capacity. When should I start thinking about or looking more into the intervention process?
Well, as soon as you know there's a problem, as soon as you're concerned about what's going on, that's the time to start looking at the intervention process. So again, that could be as simple as sitting down and having some conversation. I think the other thing that people need to understand is that they have many times when people come to me, they've tried all kinds of things. But generally speaking, what's going to get in the way of family members, especially family members or really close friends, is that emotional connection. So it's kind of like when you go into the situation and you don't want to get somebody to get upset with you. You're afraid of people getting upset with you because you're going to confront a problem. We're used to mind your own business, so that becomes one of those hindrances of just having the conversation. So sometimes the conversations have never been had. Sometimes I'd say another problem with family members is they're either too much on the enabling process. And what I mean by that is they'll sit down and talk about it. And then they'll try to come up with all these different answers on why somebody has a problem or
Justifying it.
justifying
Yeah.
it and then saying, well, okay, now just don't drink as much. Or, often, very often, family members are the first ones to go, well, he's struggling with his wife, or, his mom and dad have been tough on him, all those different things. And they certainly have something to do with the situation, but not necessarily when we talk about addiction to drugs or alcohol. Those things have nothing to do with the disease of addiction. Again, one of the things that I have to do a lot is convince people to understand that addiction is a disease process. What becomes important about that is that also understanding it as a disease process also means that it will get worse without treatment. So sometimes they're willing to wait till things get more difficult. Problem with waiting is that the longer someone's addicted and the further that disease progresses, the more there's a level of denial that's going to keep that person from accepting help a lot of times.